everyone. I'm back. Where have I been? Well, just look at my channel. What's my last video? You know where I've been. I've been an emotional wreck. That's where I've been. Yes, I've been devastated over a foid. I'll admit at first I didn't know why I was so affected by Christine's death, but eventually I realized I was in love with her and always was. I just didn't allow myself to feed that feeling because I knew it couldn't have possibly worked out between us. Or maybe that was just an assumption. While I still believe that there's no such thing as an exceptional woman, Christine certainly came close. She knew how to recognize her faults. She even sometimes apologized for things that she never did. She had a big heart, and she was also a lot like me in that she was blunt and honest to a fault. Yes, I was in love with her, and her death has kind of ruined me. But I'm back now. That's all that matters, really. I've had time to think about some things in my absence. My enclave has gone through some stuff. I would say my enclave lost a member during my content creation absence, but the guy was frankly weird. The most I'll say about him is that he's always lived in his own little world. As far as content creation goes, he's always preferred to do his own thing. And the word preferred is kind of an understatement. He never really wanted to be a team player, despite the fact that his audience is like 1/20th the size of mine, and mine's already small enough as it is. He still has this pathological need to hear himself talk, even if nobody is listening. I think he's just one of those people among the right wing who don't actually want to change anything. They just need to feel smart and look smart and hear themselves talk. The right already has many, many examples of such people. So, not really a loss. Not really, because he never truly belonged in our enclave anyway. The only people who belong in our enclave are people who truly want something different. So, what's the future of my content creation going to look like? Well, I'm done trying to teach people things. No more lesson videos. This channel is going to serve one purpose and one purpose only. But before I tell you what that purpose is, I need to explain why my enclave is going through some changes as well. I've stopped believing in nationalism. I've stopped believing in national level change of any kind, including religious and or genetic stock, such as having a Christian nation or a white nation. I'm not saying I'm any less Christian or any less of a white supremacist. I am still those things, but I've realized that it's asinine to focus primarily on those things. To hell with the concept of the people and what they're made of. A nation is an extension of its leader, and really even more than that, its founder. I've said for many months that a leader is his group and a group is its leader. I guess that just didn't fully click until the past few weeks. Take America, for example. For all that we hate kings and believe in democracy and all that bullshit, Americans still worship the founding fathers as if George Washington was Jesus himself and the other founders were his disciples. This is how humans are wired. We follow leaders, not ideologies, not even our own race. Hierarchy in all things, whether you like it or not. It's how we're built. During the last few months of my content creation absence, my enclave's leader proved himself to be utterly incompetent. He's admitted this himself, by the way. And so he has stepped down. I was his second in command, basically the guy running things for him, and even then he was still too incompetent to do his job. I wanted him to be the leader, and that was my mistake. I still think that I'm more suited to be a second in command type, but every time I try to leave important matters in the hands of others, they fuck it up. So clearly I need to be the leader. And on top of being the leader, I need to make everything about me. My vision, my direction, my preferences, my fucking essence. Go cry about it if that sounds too selfish to you. And I know some of you will, including some of you monarchists. See, this is my problem with 90% of my fellow monarchists. Whenever the time comes for them to actually live what they preach, they become just as hostile toward the idea of autocracy as any Democrat or communist. My enclave is for monarchists, actual monarchists, who actually want to live the life and the system they claim to want. My goal is no longer to change the West. My goal is no longer to change my own country. My goal is no longer to change anything. My goal is no longer to start a movement. My goal is no longer any of that shit. From now on, my goal is to simply create and grow my tribe as I see fit. Period. My tribe will be my priority, my obsession. I will take care of my own and fuck everybody else. I'm completely serious. People are stupid. People are cattle that can't think. Officially and collectively, we will only bother with outsiders when we absolutely have to. I'm going to make sure my tribe is as wide as possible, but I'm not doing any of this to save the white race. So, back to what this channel is going to look like in the future. My content creation will only have one purpose going forward, and that is to serve as a beacon, a lightning rod, a signal, to bring people into my enclave who otherwise wouldn't have discovered it. My videos will be responses and reactions, and not much else. Like I said, fuck trying to teach people anymore. People are cattle, they never learn. I only care about my own from now on. My concern is no longer the useless right wing. My concern is no longer the cucked white race. And my concern is certainly no longer about cattle who can't learn. I only care about my people, period. My subjects are going to be like my family. They're my quasi-offspring. To join my enclave, it costs $1 a day if you pay monthly, or it'll cost 50 cents a day if you pay yearly. And even after you start paying, that doesn't mean I'm going to treat you just like everybody else. Remember, hierarchy in all things. If I don't know you or trust you, well, you got to earn my help and support. Let's just say the people who are already part of my enclave, they will always get special treatment because they've proven their commitment since the beginning. Hell, I'll give an example here. Back in April, one member of my enclave said that he knows he's going to have some financial strain through June, so he paid his tax 2 months in advance. I appreciated this effort so much that when July rolled around, the month I took over leadership, I didn't charge him for July. So, because he paid 2 months in advance, I gave him 1 month off, basically, that he didn't even request. My people are the only people I want to talk to, the only ones I want to help, and the only ones I want to even pay attention to on a daily basis. If you stick around the channel, whether you join my enclave or not, enjoy the show. You're going to see just how fed up with the rest of the world I am. Yeah, we'll have a fun time, I suppose. But like I've said repeatedly here, my focus from now on will be my tribe. That's it. Forget the rest of you.